Hello and welcome back. We're moving towards the bridge, I think. Oh, here's the Master Helmsman.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself.
Yeah, he was a good guy after all.
Old man,
Oh shit, I didn't realize someone else was gonna talk. Bravo, Master Helmsman, system status report. Why, the Emperor is the Seneschal, living and breathing. The white-haired man with sickly pale skin salutes you. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. I don't really care. They're alive, that's all that matters. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor. The air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Yep, welcome to 40k. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Abelard pauses for a few seconds before turning to you. Jane, you may call me superstition, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You're the only one who speaks for the House von Valancius. You may not be Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take the place in the ritual that is about to commence. Directs your attention upwards to the throne that sits at the apex of the... We looked at that last time. Let's ask this, because I don't remember entirely. Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. You scope to the throne, Mistress Jane. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. Every second we waste... Yep. Begin the ritual. Yeah, look at that fucking stupid fucking rudder wheel. Like it's a fucking boat. Love how stupid 40k is. Theodora? The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true nature, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other a vessel of ancient evil bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain, ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. Muddled, erratic, pointless tangle. Shut the fuck up, Sinch. It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. Begone, phantom. Conrad, huh? Your head begins to spin and vicious drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, and you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Voitvir, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. The edge of daybreak, huh? That fate was assured and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable. Break the unbreakable! Row, row, fight the power! No, when you took the aspirant's place, I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the iron world, I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. The image scattered by invisible sorcerer's winds. Is scattered. Okay, and you see Idira. Her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you, and the weapon of our return to me. Weaver of Destinies fucking teach. Abelard. A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Fucking Sinch, goddammit. Ravor turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you. Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means... Abelard nods absent-mindedly. The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died today. Oh, did we just translate without like a cutscene or nothing? Ravor does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed. Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As first officer, it is my duty
Voice acted.
to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
Why would I refuse? Say nothing.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of rogue trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
Yep, it's all because of me. It's all about me, baby.
My apologies. I meant to say, Lord Captain.
Oh, really? Huh, interesting cutscene
The
style.
treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For
Why is
second
the
in line,
subtitles
the
not
Trader
working?
Dynasty survived. And through the strength of her resolve, saved those who were counting on her for protection.
Well, that's perfect for the intro. I'm gonna use that. However powerful a rogue trader you are, to deal with vendors of Corona's expanse, you will have to demonstrate your authority and gain renown with them. Good. Sounds good to me. Oh, does the chair turn? Great. The throne. Abelard. Deep shadows of wariness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship. Cannot help but notice the seneschal... What the fuck was that? You cannot help but notice the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face. as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old See inches in my brain. See inches in my brain. Seeing you smile. What is it with fucking RPGs in 2023 and putting creepy bullshit inside your head? It happened twice, that's a pattern. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustain massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled with the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crew. Lady Captain? I'm fine with Lord. I wish to be the rogue trader. I want to be the rogue trader. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. I mean, I can guess. It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. He grimaces. That's fine. Have you... Speaking of... No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. Yeah. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all he has wrought. Well, I'm ready for the briefing. Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Oh. Consumables. We found a few consumable items. Yeah, okay. Officers over here, I guess. Oh, hey, tech priest. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers! You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Jane von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. I'm not gonna be yawning. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard? As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. That's not the tech priest, is it? Vigdis Suri Otta of the Tolliman line, our new Voxmaster. Okay, so... Not the tech priest, but pretty fucking borged up. It is an honor to serve your ladyship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Very important role. Beside her is Ravo, Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, he's gotta be voidborn. Large dark circles under his eyes and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factotum Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Look at that fucker. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavyset man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew works to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. That's important. That's very important. And lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnisire, this motherfucker. 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priest's mechadendrites. Tentacle-like robot limb prosthetic. Yeah, boy. Adeptus Mechanicus, Machine God, yeah. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He's in charge of communications with distant star systems, yep. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time, attempting to contact other planets in the von Valancia's protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing in Kunrad Voitvir's treasure. I will deliver a report to your ladyship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. All other present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a record of proceedings. Alright. Where do we go? Where do we start? How's the fire going? Yes, Lord Captain. The tall young man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires, across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. Fuck. The post passed on to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. That's a very important quality for an Infernus Master. Well, High Factotum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hand for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members. That's a lot. Like, even if we have like 10,000 to begin with, that's a lot. And unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum of the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. The scum of the lower decks, yeah. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale rogue trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the rogue trader. Yep. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planet, rumbles Abelard, frowning. Drives Master, that was the tech priest. A voice distorted by Vox retranslators emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine trusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnisire. But its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Agency Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I don't need a translation. The tech priest bows her head. That's a her. Okay, good to know. Helmsman. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our engineer prime and navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try so much as toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Have you ever seen Event Horizon, Captain? I imagine it'll go something like that. Your ladyship, if you allow me to I forgot what voice I gave her. That. If you allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navy's Nobilite station. Ooh. An ancient organization noble... Yeah, that's the navigators. The station maintains complete vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor. Fucking cinch. Sharp bolt of pain lands through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. Ooh. That's a bit dire. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else I'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as-crocs shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't worry on that score. And the Master of Ordnance, Ashara Knight Halomo, gives you a gloomy look. No, my job is simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead. And now we got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to Voidnosware. Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelar's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer! Oh, we found a consumable item apparently. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Boom. I see. Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not bad at all. Your ladyship, I do humbly apologize on the behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? Ooh, the former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. No, I appreciate that he's standing up to me. We don't need a bunch of yes-sayers. Stand down. Release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness, not after the terrible attack we have endured. Abelard stares unblinkingly at the Master of Ordnance. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. The hysterics are over. Let us resume. Fuck, I can't read. God damn. The Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is the picture of shock. What just happened seemed to be dawning on him only now, in the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members and we require a new engineer prime and navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station. Home to... Footfall Station? Isn't that a location in the tabletop game? Because like the Coronos Expanse and the Calixtus sector are like the main setting of the Rogue Trader pen and paper RPG. I'm pretty sure Footfall Station is a recurring location, if you want it to be. I mean, when you're GMing fucking Rogue Trader on the tabletop, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but most of the material for the game concerns this sector. Home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Yeah, I kinda wanna know. I see to the Voxmaster on this point, Mistress Toliman. We are in the Rykard star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies found in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. Confounding? The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and a distress signal. And Rykard Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails, but what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. Ooh. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. Assembled officers salute you as one. Your ladyship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. I read the stuff. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronos Expanse. Yeah, I can be open with finding that letter. Yes, quite right. Xavier Calcazar. Oh no, Xavier. I'm not gonna be able to stop myself from making fucking stupid jokes. What doth life? Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich van Kalox. I can read, I can speak. Oh, goddamn. An interrogator, you understand? All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Rykard Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the von Valancius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under his mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. It Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods toward Idira. The Psycha is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounded hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Okay. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Fuck, daybreak, god damn. Come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it is dawn, and it's ringing, and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why it's so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Telas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report. All right? I don't know what her accent is. I'm trying to do my best, okay? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretched into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It is time to get to work. Nope. Game autosave. And we're basically free now to do stuff. Is this an actual window out into space? I'm not sure. That seems to conclude the tutorial, I think. There is a lot of things we can do now. I'm gonna save the game and I'm gonna come back later. I have high hopes for this game. So far, so good. I have been a little spoiled by Baldur's Gate, so it's having to read this much is a bit different. No real close-up animations of anything, which means that this game is gonna have to be carried a lot by its writing. But so far so good. We're setting up Siege. We got Siege in our head, and we got a mystery in our hand, which is great. I love mysteries. So I have high hopes, and I'll be seeing you next time.